Hi, Larry Kruger with another session of Ask the Expert. Today I'm going to talk about things that are starting to piss me off. You probably have some things that are pissing you off as well. But anyway, please indulge me on this. It's something I just want to bring up. It turns full circle into the moving business. But it all stems around what I believe is a narcissistic kind of attitude that society is being more open about. Just a little aside, I was at a mall a couple of days ago, and there's two handicap parking spots, and a young lady pulls up in her BMW, hops out of the vehicle, fit as a fiddle, quite young, and hops into the tanning salon, and that pisses me off. You know, the fact of the matter is that and it wasn't a congested area. Maybe it's just old age. Maybe it's because I'm Canadian. But, you know, there are ample places to park. But she chose to park directly in a handicap spot because it was closer to the building. The exact same day, I was at a pharmacy and a lady in her 40s did exactly the same thing. Parked in the handicap parking spot, hopped out of the vehicle, no apparent, disability whatsoever, hustled into the pharmacy to pick up some items because, again, the spot was available. Now, what I think should happen is that when the issue the little handicap parking sticker, it should have a chip in it, and there should be cameras at the door. And if the chip is in, no picture is taken. And if there isn't a chip, a picture is taken of the license plate, and a fine is issued to the owner of the vehicle. It's just ridiculous. These are people that think the rules don't apply to them. It's this narcissistic kind of view of things. On the same note, I live, within walking distance of a McDonald's, and you can see it's a nice neighborhood, and you can see where the kids are finishing their sodas and their hamburgers, and they just throw the containers on the lawns of all their neighbors, probably leading right back to the home where their mother just parked in the handicapped parking spot. Anyway, that's a ramble, but it all goes full circle. And the full circle comes to the fact that people, for some reason, don't consider filling out forms to import or export their vehicles their duty. The law doesn't apply to them. And it goes on every year, and it's really starting to piss me off. We get involved with corporate moves, and usually the higher up the pecking order, the individual does not think that the rules apply to them, that they need the paperwork, that they need the pictures of the VIM and all the process. Now we start, as soon as we get a move, our coordinators start talking about the people and telling them how important this thing, the paperwork is. It's your vehicle. It's your vehicle to try and get into the US. We can't import it for you. You have to go through the processes. Now, every mover will lay out the processes in great detail, call the person, email the person, but every year we have a handful of people that are either far too busy to do this or don't think the rules apply to them. And I kind of tail that back around to this narcissistic attitude that people have, that the rules were not meant for them. And it's starting to piss me off. And I know it must be irritating to a lot of the other movers. And then, of course, it's the mover's fault. Now, again, if you are a human resource individual, or if you are a relocation management coordinator, or if you're just moving on your own to or from Canada, you have to make imperatively clear that you need the paperwork. The paperwork that the movers are asking for is absolutely essential. You get to a point where you just say, piss on it. Like, how much more can we do for these people? I know it's a rant. I know it's a ramble. There's a lot of people out there. A lot of the movers like me doing this because they won't say anything. So they enjoy the fact, and they think I'm doing my credibility all kinds of damage and all that. They have a wonderful time watching this and egg me on. It's honesty. It's sad that a lot of people don't have it, but it's true. It's honesty. You have to tell your people right up front, it's their responsibility, it's crucial, and you have to do it. And if all else fails, the car will not move. It will sit in the US or it will sit in Canada. If ands or buts. Pisses me off. There you have it. Please don't park in handicapped places. Don't litter. And do your paperwork for importing and exporting your cars. Thanks a lot. Hug a mover, even an old crotchety mover, and have yourself a wonderful day. Thank you.